Welcome to another edition of the program Inside Guyana. We are inside of ITV studio in Long Island City, New York. Our cameraman, again, is Ravi, and our producer, Prakash. On behalf of the management and staff of ITV, I want to once again welcome you viewers to this program. We've been doing this program for a number of years now, and we are very grateful to the management and staff of ITV for providing us this opportunity. Today in our studio on this program Inside Guyana, we have a very, very special guest, a prominent name and a new personality. Very strange. His father has been on this program Inside Guyana. His sister has been on this program and Inside Guyana, and today he is on the program. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Cheddi Barrett Jegan, or Jegan II, attorney at law. Sir, welcome to the program Inside Guyana. We're very happy to have you here. As a member of the Jegan family, you're a very prominent personality now, just your name at least.
Thank you, Dr. Rudy. I appreciate your warm introduction, and I also appreciate and I'm very grateful for giving me the time to appear on your show, and also for taking the time out of your schedule to have me on your show and to interview me. I really appreciate it.
Well, sir, since you are new on the program Inside Guyana, I first of all would like to ask you if you can please tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, your background, where were you born. We know your grandparents were presidents of Guyana, your grandmother and grandfather, and your father is a prominent dentist, Dr. Cheddi Jegan, and your sister, Vrinda Jegan. They were all on our program. So tell us a little bit more about you yourself, Cheddi Barrett Jegan II.
Well, thanks for the introduction again, and I won't go through my name again, as Dr. Rudy has pointed out. I'm the eldest grandchild of our former presidents of Guyana, Dr. Cheddi Jegan and Janet Jegan. I'm Joey Jegan's son, his eldest child. I was born here in New York in '84, but I spent most of my time here in New York, education-wise and so on and so forth. But Guyana has always been very dear to our family. So I always spent a lot, even though I was born here and raised here, my family would take us back and forth to Guyana every summer and every Christmas. So I've always spent a lot of time in Guyana throughout my life, and I'm very grateful for being able to share the culture and be involved in things that happen in Guyana, so on and so forth.
So you said you studied in New York. Where did you study?
Well, I did my undergraduate degree at Brooklyn College, CUNY. I majored in philosophy of law there. So I finished in around 2002 is when I finished there. And then I moved to Florida after that. In Miami, I attended Florida International University College of Law. I spent 4 years in law school there, finished in 2010.
Okay. And you worked where before? Do you ever have any work experience?
Right after I finished law school, I got an offer from then President Barrett Jagdeo to work at Office of the President. So I spent 3 years there working at the President's office in Guyana right after law school.
Okay, that's a good introduction. So you worked in Guyana, you lived in New York, you went to Florida, you graduated from law school, and you were involved in the Office of the President of Guyana, the former President of Guyana,
Right.
Barrett Jagdeo. Did you work under Donald Ramotar?
I was hired by then President Jagdeo, and then I was retained by then also President Donald Ramotar. So I stayed on for about a year more once he became president.
Okay. Very good. So you're in New York now again, is that
I
correct?
am. I came back in 2013. Came back in 2013.
So tell me something, Cheddi, Barrett, Jegan, how would you like people to call you? Would you like them to address you?
Just Cheddi.
Cheddi.
Cheddi is fine. Yeah.
Cheddi
Cheddi
Jegan,
fine.
Cheddi Jegan. Yeah, that's a very
Yeah.
good name.
A lot
to
of
always
people,
have.
a lot of people try to call me Joey because of my, young
right.
Joey or Joey Jr.
Cheddi.
But I'm Cheddi. I'm just Cheddi.
We hope that you can live up to that name, because Cheddi Jegan has a phenomenal philosophy, a lifestyle, and a reputation, and you have to carry all of that. So never forget it.
I know the shoes that I'm left to fill are enormous, and in all likelihood, I've already accepted that there's no person that can really ever fill that man's shoes. Just a great man, a humble man that gave his life fighting for his people to benefit his nation, and all I can do is try to carry on his legacy in terms of his professionalism and his humble nature, his honesty and his goodwill, and just his persistent hard work and determination to do his best for his people and West Indians in general.
Cheddi, tell us a little bit more about your childhood interaction with the famous grandfather that you have, Cheddi Jegan, and grandmother,
Right.
Janet Jegan.
I have so many memories.
What is the most memorable ones of those memories?
I have so many. Some of the most memorable memories that I have of them, though, like I said, I've been going down there since I was 1 year old. Every summer, every Christmas, spending time with my grandparents, and from just bathing in the bucket outside of their house there in Bel Air. To climbing the coconut and mango trees and getting chased around by my grandfather. Just, he always, even though he was a busy man and he had so many responsibilities, he always found the time to spend time with his grandchildren. So it's something I'm very grateful for, and it's something that I'll never forget, those opportunities and those experiences with them. I remember he didn't have much time for extracurricular fun, so to speak. But I remember one time he came to New York to visit, and obviously he came for mostly political work, but there was one afternoon that me and him, we were in New Jersey, that's where we were living at the time, and we actually went to see a movie, Terminator 2. So it was something that was uncharismatic of him, but it showed how open-minded he was and how important family was to him, regardless of all the many responsibilities that he had.
When he passed away, what are some of the memorabilia that he probably left for you,
Well,
if any?
some of the
Memorabilia, some of the things that he owned and that you inherited.
there was nothing that I or any of my sisters or cousins inherited from my grandfather when he passed away. As you know, I don't need to sit here and say it, but he was a very humble guy, very down to earth. Possessions didn't really mean anything to him, so there was nothing tangible of any value that were given to us or bestowed on us after he passed. The thing that I hold most important is the opportunity to carry on his legacy through some of the same things that I mentioned before, just hard work, resiliency, and determination, and just doing everything in my power to be able to help our Guyanese people and West Indians in general. he left me a legacy to carry on, which is the thing I value most dearly.
So you worked for 3 years in the office of the president, is that correct?
Correct, correct.
And then after that, you migrated back to
I
New
did.
York. And what would you say is your most important or valuable achievement while you are working in the office of the President of Guyana?
I wouldn't say there's any single most valuable achievement that I achieved there when I was working there. I left the office of the president in 2013 to return back to New York for a variety of reasons. I was still finalizing my pursuit of my license to practice here as an attorney. I came up to help my sister, who was in the process of beginning her law practice. I came to help her play an office administrator role and help with the promotion, the advertisement, that kind of stuff. But one of the most important reasons I left is that I didn't really feel that I was given a meaningful enough opportunity to serve my country and to really have an impactful role on people's everyday lives in Guyana. So those are kind of some of the reasons I left. I wasn't too happy with the things that were going on in general. So I decided to leave.
Okay, so you actually were serving the people of Guyana,
Right.
and then you left to come over here and serve them in a different capacity.
Correct.
Now you're going to serve them as an attorney at law.
Correct.
And I understand that you're in the law office. Tell us a little bit more about your current position. Where is your law office located?
I'm actually I have an office operating out of Nan K. Badesi's office in Liberty Avenue, 12209.
On the screen there?
Right, the ad is on the screen as well. 12209 Liberty Avenue. I'm going to be working with Mr. Badesi so he can, teach me some of the experience that he has. I'm just a young, up-and-coming attorney, hopefully an up-and-coming attorney, but although I'm young and I have many roads to go before I'm experienced, I'm here to work hard and do my best to help people solve their problems and issues.
Yeah, what are some of the problems and issues of the people in the diaspora that you can help them with? What kind of services do you provide?
Well, we're a general practice law office, but we mostly will be doing immigration, real estate, family law, divorces and custody, that kind of stuff, as well as some criminal defense and litigation in general. I plan, to gain as much insight and experience from Mr. Badesi, who's been a trusted member of the Richmond Hill community for over 20 years. He has a good reputation, and I feel that I can learn a lot from him and work hard to serve my Guyanese brothers and sisters and my West Indian brothers and sisters in the Richmond Hill area and other areas of New York as well.
Have you had the opportunity of helping Guyanese so far here in the United States in terms of providing them legal services?
I haven't had much of an opportunity yet. Aside from working alongside with my sister at her firm, I haven't had an opportunity yet. I was just recently admitted in April 2015 to practice as an attorney and counselor in all of the courts in New York. So at that point I was wrapping up a position that I had through Axiom Law Firm at American Express, conducting financial investigations and so on and so forth. So.
Well, let me take this opportunity on behalf of all of our viewers on this program Inside Guyana and the management and staff of ITV. Cheddi, Barrett, Jegan, II, to
Right.
congratulate you on your recent achievement
Thank you.
of becoming a full-fledged attorney in the state of New York.
It's-
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Another achievement from another Jegan.
Thank you.
Let us go back a little bit about your Guyana, if you wouldn't mind, and tell us, have you provided legal services to the people in Guyana?
No, I wasn't a practicing attorney in Guyana. My admission in New York recently, 2 months ago, is my first admission to practice anywhere. So I wasn't there providing legal services or making any type of appearances in court or anything like that. My role at the office of the president for the 3 years that I was there was in the governance unit with Mrs. Gail Teixeira. So I was working for her, basically.
Okay.
My role was more so to help draft and revise proposed legislation and to issue recommendations with various branches of the government, things like that.
What about people now that the government has changed, people who might think that you are part of the past administration? Have you had that kind of a, let's say, accusation labeled to you?
I don't think I've had that type of publicity, really. I think that, remember, I went and started working for them in 2010, and I was with them for 3 years. So my service with them wasn't for an extensive period of time. And I left in 2013 for some of the same reasons that I mentioned before. I wasn't happy overall with some of the things going on, and as well as the fact that I felt that I could bring a lot more to the table. I could help in a very meaningful way to impact people's lives in Guyana, and I was never really given that opportunity to do so. So I felt that I needed to come here and, kind of change my whole way of thought in terms of how I could help Guyanese and West Indians. And I felt that the most logical thing to do was to do a good job as an attorney. And I've finally been given that opportunity, and all I want is an opportunity to work hard for you and to do as much as I can do to help solve your problems.
Just like your grandfather did and your father
Right.
is doing right now.
Right.
And your sisters, the whole family is helping people.
Right.
Wonderful. I know your father's a dentist, and that is also helping people to give better smiles and have good health. So it's all really a philosophy of your family. It is.
And my youngest sister just started dental school. She finished her first year, so
What is
this
her- what is
her
her
name
name?
is Avasa Jegan.
Ivasa Jane.
Avasa.
Avasa.
Avasa, yeah.
So
She's finished her first year of dental school, actually the same dental school that my father attended. And my grandfather attended it for undergrad as well, undergraduate degree, Howard University.
Yes,
So,
I'm wondering when we're going to see her on this program also. So we're going to have the whole.
she has a little bit more time,
All
but
right.
she'll be here soon.
Right, whenever she comes, tell her that she's invited to come to our program inside Guyana. We'll be very
Definitely
happy
will.
to have her.
Will do.
One more thing. You mentioned you work with Gail Teixeira in Guyana.
Right.
Are you still going to provide services for Gail while you're here?
No, me and Gail and I didn't really see eye to eye on a lot of issues and work that she had me doing. Again, I felt from the beginning, given my legal training, graduating from law school in America, earning a Juris Doctor degree, that I felt that I could make a very meaningful impact on people's lives. I wasn't ever given those real opportunities, so we don't really see too eye to eye. I kind of just leave it at that.
Now, why didn't you stay in Guyana and become the leader of the PPP like your grandfather? Take it over.
No, while I have the political blood in me, I guess some people would say, I I feel that I have to establish myself for my own self, my own name. I'm my grandfather's grandson, but I also want to establish myself and be a successful attorney and do right for people, help them solve their problems. And a lot of attorneys there's a lot of attorneys who do things in a very adversarial manner. And I pride myself on wanting to come up with solutions in a manner that isn't so conflict driven, in a manner that, we look at the situation and come up with a compromise and kind of negotiate a settlement or some resolution that doesn't involve so much adversity and that kind of stuff.
You mentioned earlier that you were involved in some kind of American Express investigation,
Yeah.
financial investigation. Maybe you have a position right now to do some investigation in Guyana under this new government.
Well, I served through Axiom Law Firm. I was on a project at American Express in the Financial Intelligence Unit, and we would receive subpoenas from various law enforcement agencies and courts listing a person or a place, a business, or sometimes just social security numbers and that kind of thing. And these were card members with American Express, so we would thoroughly investigate all their spending and payment activity to see if there was any type of fraudulent activity there or anything that would raise a concern.
So are you going back to Guyana to help them?
To answer your question,
The audit is going on now. The audit is very hot. The detailed audit that is being carried out against the previous administration's activities. That you might be a very needed guy there with your expertise.
Well, if anyone from the government ever reached out to me for my assistance, I will always offer my assistance. Anything that I can do to serve my country and to help make it a better place, that's something that I'm always interested in. But my principal priority at this point in time is to establish myself as a hardworking and diligent attorney for my Guyanese and West Indian brothers and sisters, and that's really what I'm interested in now at this point in time.
So you weren't made any kind of offer by the new administration?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
They might need you to do some kind of forensic audit or assist to the forensic audit at the Guyana mission or the Guyana consulate here in New York or in Washington or in other countries. Or if they ask you, would you be willing to go back and help?
If there's anything I can do to help, I don't ever mind playing a role to help my country. Some people might be skeptical of the change in government, but I'm of the opinion where every country needs a change in governance at some point. I don't believe in a political situation where one party is the only appropriate party to govern a nation. If you look at America, which is the greatest nation in the world, for many reasons, they have two parties who are appropriate to run the country, to administer the governance in the country. And I hope that Guyana at some point in time has the same situation where both political parties can handle the situation and run the country.
Very good answer. I like that answer. Cheddi Jegan II, we are coming towards the end of the interview. Can you please formulate your offer of services or list of services that you offer at your law practice here in New York to our viewers of this program inside Guyana, and tell the Guyanese people what and how you can help them? Please, here you are now looking at the viewers of our program. Tell them your message and what you can do for them and how you intend to do it.
Well, I'm working with Mr. Badesi, who again is a trusted, long-standing member of the Richmond Hill community, and I met him I met him last year, and I felt at home immediately. He was very hospitable to me, and he was very interested in helping me gain more insight and more experience into practicing law. I wasn't licensed at that point, but I am now. And when I became admitted, we felt that there was a way that we can both work together to continue providing legal services to the community. So just basic general practice, but the main things, especially for our Guyanese and West Indian brothers and sisters, would be immigration issues, family and divorce, family law, mostly divorce, custody, those kind of things, real estate transactions, criminal defense. And I just want to assure you that although I am an inexperienced attorney and a new young attorney, that I am willing to give it my all and to always bend over backwards to help you guys come up with innovative solutions to your issues. I'm available 24/7. If you can give me a call at any hour of the day, any hour of the night. If for some reason I can't pick up my phone, I'll get back to you immediately. I just want you to know that I'm available 24/7 to help you figure out your issues. Mr. Badesi feels the same exact way, and that's my basic overall message. I want to work hard for you and come up with ways to help your situation.
Do you have an email address that they can?
My email address is there with the contact information. It's cbjegan2@cheddijeganlaw.com. My phone number is there as well, 347-647-0428, and we're at 12209 Liberty Ave in the heart of Richmond Hill. So I implore you to please, if you need any advice, and it doesn't only have to be legal issues. If there's anything that's bothering you that you need some type of advice on, please feel free to contact me. I'm always willing to listen and do my best to help come up with an innovative way to assist you.
You didn't tell us if you like Guyanese food.
I like a lot. I like all kinds of food, and of course, I like Guyanese food as well.
Because some of the
my favorite is crab and chicken curry, though.
Crab and chicken curry.
Crab and chicken curry.
Like roti or dal puri? Which one do you prefer?
Depends on my mood for the day, but I like both of them, honestly.
Wow.
I like both of them a lot.
Do you cook?
I do cook.
Oh.
I can't cook Guyanese food,
Okay.
but I do cook. Yeah.
All right.
I cook for my wife as well too. So.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah, I'm married. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. Once again, we want to thank you very much, Cheddi Barrett Jegan II, for coming to our program Inside Guyana, and I'm sure our Guyanese in the diaspora and back home will be very happy to come to your office whenever they get the opportunity or whenever they have to, and we'll be communicating with you, and we look forward to seeing you on our program Inside Guyana in the near future as well. Once again, thank you for coming. Congratulations on all the achievements that you have made so far, and wish you continued success in all your endeavors.
Thank you, Dr. Rudy, so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You've been watching the program Inside Guyana. On behalf of the management and staff of ITV and our camera crew, we want to say once again, until next time, this is yours truly, Dr. Rudy Jadupat, wishing you all the best.